In a quiet mountain village, hidden between winding roads and evergreen trees, autumn arrived softly every year. The air turned crisp, the nights grew longer, and with them came the festival of lanterns, a tradition older than memory itself. It was said that during this season, the boundary between the living and the lost grew thin. To honor that belief, every family hung a lantern in front of their home, allowing its gentle glow to guide wandering souls back where they belonged. The village, once darkness fell, became a sea of warm lights breathing together in silence. For most villagers, the festival was a habit, comforting, familiar, unquestioned. They lit their lanterns, shared warm meals, and slept peacefully, believing they had done their part. But for May, the lantern was never just tradition. It was memory. It was hope. 10 years earlier, her husband Thomas had disappeared in a sudden snowstorm while traveling through the mountains. His body was never found. Since then, every autumn May lit her lantern with careful hands, whispering his name into the flame, believing that somehow, somewhere, its light might reach him. This year, however, something felt different. The house was quieter than usual, the memories heavier. May stood by her window, holding the lantern in her hands, but she did not light it. Her fingers trembled slightly as she placed it on the windowsill, dark and silent. Maybe he's forgotten the way, she whispered into the empty room. Or maybe it's time I stop waiting. The words hurt as they left her lips, but they felt honest. She turned away, climbed into bed, and let the darkness settle around her. That night, the mountains changed their voice. Wind rushed through the valley, bending trees and rattling windows. Rain fell hard, sharp against the roof. May woke suddenly, her heart racing when she heard a sound cutting through the storm. Tap, tap, tap. Someone was knocking. Slowly, cautiously, she walked to the door and opened it. No one stood there, only the lantern, now glowing faintly in the rain, its flame steady, alive. May stepped back, breath caught in her throat. "I didn't light it," she whispered. The flame flickered gently, warm and calm, untouched by the storm. It felt like an answer without words. May stood there for a long moment, rain soaking her sleeves, heart pounding with questions she didn't dare ask. Eventually, she carried the lantern inside and placed it on the table. That night, for the first time in years, she dreamed of Thomas, not lost, not calling, but smiling, peaceful, walking through light. Morning arrived quietly. The storm passed, leaving the valley washed clean. May carried the lantern with her to the village square, where she noticed someone unfamiliar sitting near the well. A young traveler, soaked, exhausted, clearly out of place. He looked up as she approached. "You look cold," May said, gently. "Come inside. Warm yourself." The young man hesitated, then smiled. "Thank you. I got lost in the storm last night. I thought I wouldn't make it, but I saw a light. Your lantern. It was the only one shining." May's hands tightened around the lantern's handle. "You saw it?" she asked softly. He nodded. "It guided me through the darkness. Without it, I don't know where I'd be." Something shifted inside her then, a realization, slow but powerful. Perhaps the lantern had never been meant to guide Thomas back. Perhaps its purpose was never about the past, but about the present. About whoever needed light when the world felt impossible to navigate alone. The traveler stayed for several days. He helped May repair her roof, gather firewood, and bring life back into her quiet garden. In the evenings, they shared stories by the fire. "One night," he said, "my grandmother used to light a candle whenever I traveled. She said it was her way of saying, 'Come home safe.'" May smiled, eyes shining. "Maybe that's what all lights are." She replied, "Not promises, reminders that someone cares." When the time came for him to leave, the traveler hugged her tightly. "Thank you for keeping your lantern lit," he said. "You saved me." May watched him walk down the road, her heart full in a way it hadn't been for years. That night, she sat by the window, lantern glowing softly beside her. "You were right, Thomas," she whispered. "Love doesn't need to be seen. It just needs to shine." The wind calmed. Stars returned. And for the first time since the storm 10 years ago, May did not feel alone. Remember this: the light you keep burning for others may guide someone you've never met. Even when you feel forgotten, your kindness shines farther than you think. Be someone's lantern, because love, once lit, never truly fades. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring English stories only on English Life Tales. Keep your light shining.